if you look, those blocks glue on the inside of the body to hold it.
You guys caught us right in the middle of conversation. Jason and Tim are working on hinges on your Fiat. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So we just decided to click and go live right in the middle of their conversation.
Exactly. Why not?
Why not? Welcome everybody to the Sunday Builds channel. Hope everybody's having a good week.
So that would mean if we use these, the hood's going to be open all the time.
Yes, sir.
I don't mind that.
I don't mind it either. That's what I thought was supposed to happen. That's why I bought them. We just got to figure out how that top piece works.
So wait, are they workable hinges that you can't actually work?
No,
they're not workable hinges. They're like supports that hold the hood out straight.
Okay.
So Justin's so
hold on, let me make you big.
Make me big.
Embiggen him.
Embiggened.
All right. So that's how it goes. That's the back. So the trunk is supposed to open out this way.
Okay.
All right. So that's how it goes. What this kit does, it's got two long bars and the trunk goes like this.
Okay. So it reverses it. Okay.
It reverses it. But once you put these parts in, it appears to be permanent. So it's either you want a workable trunk in the way it did from the factory, or you want the hot rod version where it opens the other way. You can see all the engine detail, like Frank did all the engine detail on his.
Right. Okay.
So
allegedly, because you can't see.
Right.
Well, it is allegedly. Yes.
I don't even remember doing it. I don't remember like how it looks. Even this thing's like 6 or 7 years old.
Right.
Well, I did all that work on the interior in that rusted 56 wagon, but the windows are all fogged in, so you can't see it. I wasted 3 hours for nothing.
Well, you should have washed the windows before you brought it home.
I know. Well, it's on the trailer now, going to its new home. So,
and what really sucks about this kit is if you build it according to the instructions, the chassis locks the hatch in place so that you can't open the hatch anymore. This is the farthest the hatch will open.
Yeah. Well, that's
silliness.
So fun.
Pure silliness.
I'm throwing this thing in the garbage.
Stomp on it first.
No, I can't. This is actually my daughter's. I can't mess with it.
I'm sorry. I thought that's how you did it there.
Yes, he does.
You drop it, and then you step on it, and then you kick it, right?
It is. It's a family tradition. If anybody's going to stomp on it, it's going to be my daughter.
Billy Strange in the house, Mr. Tin Man. Brian Connell says, just go ahead and smash out all the windows on the old one, then you can see the interior on all the work you did.
I know, but it looks so good. I don't want to mess with it.
Right?
I like
you know it's there, and that's all that matters.
That's it. Well, what I'm going to do is I took a picture of it when it was all done. I'm just going to lay the picture beside the model when I bring it to a show. You can see the detail inside.
So it amps you. A lot of guys will actually bring what they call a brag book. Well, they'll make up a little photo album of the build process and display it with the model.
I thought about doing that with one of those electronic photo books. You ever seen those where it's just it shows the photo and this automatically rotates? I thought that would be
I've done a few build books for models I've built for people because they don't know what goes into building it and all that. So I just, I'll make a little book. And I did one. The only one I've done for me is that London bus I did. That was a huge thing, a lot of work.
That was the one you did for your father-in-law. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Poor man never got to see it.
Well, Frank, you want to take 2 seconds and thank you? I got my shift and linkage, my friend. I appreciate it.
I realized after you and you, Matt, and I were talking last week after the show ended, I realized that I took the box right, like probably while you were watching, and put it back in the stash. You were probably like, "Hey, you just promised me parts out of that thing." But I remembered as soon as I went upstairs to eat dinner and I came back down, I grabbed the parts and I mailed them to you.
Thank you, sir. I definitely appreciate it. That's going to look good in my pro stock every effing thing. Oh.
So what we discussed, what I'm going to do eventually, because I have the who is that? Who's Thunderbird is that? Is that a Bob Glidden?
It could be a Bob Glidden, yeah.
Yeah. I had already opened that kit to get the oil breathers out of it for something else. So it was basically not a complete kit. So I sent the linkage for the Lenko transmission to Mike. And then I figured, well, now that that's missing, I'm just gonna put like a flathead Ford with a top loader transmission in it.
Like somebody bought the car with no motor after it was out of date or whatever.
And throw a flat, or maybe even like a Pinto 4-cylinder.
Right, they're driving around with a Pinto 4-cylinder in it.
They're racing it.
Well, they're racing it with a Pinto.
They're racing it. It's a bracket racer.
What's it in the 35-second bracket?
Yeah. In the minute and a half.
Yeah.
Minute and a half, 8th mile.
The green light goes on and everybody goes to lunch because it takes them that long to get down the track.
The first time I ever went to Englishtown, New Jersey to watch, I was there for the Summer Nationals. During Stock Eliminator, there was a guy on the line. It was a handicap match. There was a guy in like a 1984 Ford Escort. He had like an 11-second head start on a 69 427 Nova. And the Nova just took him down. Like you saw the guy. The guy was driving by so slowly in the Escort, you could actually see him looking over his shoulder. This is about to happen. It's all of them. And he just right past him.
John Paul.
So besides Fiats, what are you working on there, Justin?
I am working on.
Besides giving me vertigo.
Sorry, I had to get to the toolbox behind to get my scriber. I just announced that I'm joining in that Street Machine group build, and nice. I am doing a early 2000s street truck with a Chevy truck with a Cadillac front end.
Oh,
so
nice.
I got the Cadillac front end cut off of one kit and the Chevy cut off the other, and right now I'm trying to remove the molded in body side moldings to the cab.
Nice. That's going to be cool.
I'm going to do like full, at least attempt a full turn of the century custom truck paint job on it.
Oh, sweet.
All that shit.
Yeah.
All that shit, he says.
All of it, not some of it. Not even a little bit of it. All that stuff.
All of it. All of it.
I got all that shit, tough guy.
All of it.
Did you guys ever hear of that? The Jerky Boys, the guys that
oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there Monday with my tools.
Those were actually, when I was in high school, those circulated as like bootleg cassettes.
Yeah.
When I was maybe a sophomore in high school. They were from 2 neighborhoods over in Elmhurst.
Mm.
So here's a surprise for you, Frank.
What?
Rob Riv apparently knows several of them.
No.
It wouldn't be surprising.
I wouldn't be surprised if Rob Riv was several of them.
Who would have thought that Rob Riv would know a sarcastic, smart-mouthed New Yorker? Never would have thunk it.
And not be him.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's not him?
That's funny.
That is funny.
I don't give a darn who you are. That's funny.
I actually knew them where they would read off phone numbers at the actual phone numbers, and then people would go and call those phone numbers and be out.
What's up? That is the hat that Justin got me for Father's Day. You can put cans of soda in it, and it's got straws.
Nice catch.
Yeah.
That was a Tommy Boy reference.
Yeah.
So my son bought me a Father's Day gift, and he couldn't wait to give it to me.
Nice.
It's a Viking hat, Viking helmet.
There it is. I've had the pleasure of seeing it twice now.
That you
That's
can put
awesome.
cans of beer or soda, and it's got straws. And he's like, you could probably put glasses of whiskey in there.
That's what I'm thinking. Some of that bourbon in there.
He's like, you're
What you
not
do
a
is
beer
once-
drinker, so you can put a glass of whiskey in there, I'm sure.
One side you put the Crown Royal, the other side you put the Diet Coke, and they mix together down your throat.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. I got to step away for just 2 minutes, guys.
All right, we'll be here.
I'll be back.
So last week when we were
Ditching us
talking,
already.
I didn't know what to build between now and starting the
Right.
Street
Right.
Machine group build. So I
Yeah.
had a zombie build, a 55 Chevy that I painted 3 years ago, and I didn't like the paint on it, so I stopped building it. So after I get off the live, I went over to my shelf. I only got 4 zombie builds. This was one of them. So I said, I'm going to finish this thing and be done with it. Well, I finished it. I'll show it to you.
Sweet. Hang on just a second. I'll put you up on the big screen. Ooh, where's my mouse? There you are. Solo layout. Ooh, yeah. Look at
I
that.
love that color.
That is cool.
Oh, nice.
It's sweet.
Good aftermarket
Wait.
3D printed wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Where'd you
Yeah,
get
it smells pretty
Where'd
good.
you get the wheels? Z-Force Model Works?
No, I got them from Jay's Resin Wheels on eBay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he does nice stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
For
For a model that sat there for 3 years with just the body painted, it came together pretty quick. It came out pretty good.
I'd say
Yeah,
so.
very
yeah.
nice. How are
Yeah.
you propping the hood open?
Just the hinges that came with it, holding it open.
That's the Revell kit?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's why. That's it.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful kit.
Yeah. So come on.
Sweet.
That is
Good
gorgeous.
job, man. Good job.
It's the copper color is. Hang on, I'll tell you.
Ted, I'm not sure what in the world's going on here, but it's happening, buddy. Welcome to the show.
The copper color is it's a bronze metallic. It's enamel from MCW.
MCW?
Turbine bronze metallic.
Oh, okay. That's the color of the turbine, 19
Yeah,
the Chrysler turbine car. Nice.
yeah. And then the dark color is MCW 77 Chrysler X8 Black Sunfire Metallic. And
Very nice.
then I shot Splash 2K on it.
Did you put too much on?
I
There
don't
goes
think I
Justin.
put quite enough. It wouldn't
And then-
run on me. I don't know what
And
happened.
argue when you ask somebody for help?
Here goes Justin, or as we like to call him, the wooden spoon,
The wood.
stirring the pot.
What, you think your guy's watching?
No.
He's busy putting paint on.
Because I'll call a motherfucker out.
I had a comment on my video that I released yesterday. And you want to know the best way, and this is, there's enough people. Like, I think all of our friends all the people in the chat are our friends, so I'm not telling stories out of school.
Except for that
But-
guy that doesn't like when you talk about sitting on your balls.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding if you're there still.
When you have a YouTube channel, and most of the people that have channels know this, there's an option where you hide from the channel. Like, you can hide someone from the channel. You just click something on one of their comments, and they think they're posting, but they're the only person that can see it. It's like the perfect shadow ban.
Nice.
Like, they really think they're sticking it to you because, oh, you have nothing to say, so I won. I don't even see it. I don't even know you exist anymore.
So that explains why Barbados Rex never responds to me.
It could very well be.
Yeah.
It could be. Yeah.
Or maybe I just pay him to respond to me, and then I'll get a response.
But yesterday, somebody looked at the video and said something like a slur about the colors that I used. And you're gone. You no longer exist. You cease to exist. I'd never seen the name before. And that was, that's how you're going to kick it off? Okay, bye. Have a nice life. Love you.
Love you.
So is everybody getting? I know Justin said he's getting started on his group build. Tim, you getting started on yours? And if so, what did you choose for your group build?
I am working on a nice Italian car. Fix it again, Tony.
Oh, that's right. That's right. The Fiat.
Yeah. The Fiat 695 SS. I need a bath.
Sweet. That's going to be your street machine car.
Yeah.
I ought to do that little Honda. I bought one of those little Hondas like what Jason's got, or he's already built his, but one of them little, not the 360, the other one, little Civic.
Yeah.
And I got a hold of Joel at Iceman, and he actually made me up a little turbo 4-cylinder that goes in like a newer Honda with T424, something, I forget what they call them, but he's like, you need to let me know how that fits in there. I'm like, yeah, I need to get to it. I got the motor from Iceman, put it in the box, put the box on the shelf. It's still sitting on the shelf.
You're just waiting for Race Wars, right?
But yeah, Race Wars. That's that. I'm trying to wait for.
You'd be like Hector, you run your Hondas with a spoon engine.
Really working on the first podcast video.
I built that little Honda kit. That's a nice little kit.
Yeah, I got it. It's a curbside though, but not that that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. I tell you, I like curbsides. You get into something that's heavily detailed. It takes a while to build and everything.
Yeah,
it's
nice
just kind of nice just to do a nice paint job and not have to worry about wiring it and plumbing it. And
what's up, James, Rob, Chet? Billy's in there. What's up, Billy? Long time no hear, my brother.
Did I hear you say earlier Billy Strange was in here too?
Billy Strange is in here.
I like Billy. Nice guy.
Yeah. You keep on modeling, and I'll keep being strange.
Yeah. Problem is, I'm strange too, so. Just not in name.
Dean, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the show. Oh, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And it's not.
How close are you, Mike?
I'm very close. A couple more, a little bit of this is not, so I don't want to call it something it's not, but I will tell you that it's very similar to bare metal foil, only it's the
Hasegawa.
It's the Hasegawa version of bare metal foil. So
I find the Hasegawa stuff to be like a little stretchy.
It is a little stretchy, and I think using it now for the first time, I also think it's a little thick. Just a little thick.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
I've been using the stuff from that Ming ammo, I think it is.
That's probably, I think that's what this is. Hang on just a second.
That stuff was really good.
Yes.
The thing that I didn't like about the Hasegawa stuff is when you stretch it to conform to curves, it can become semi-transparent. You can actually see through it a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what I got, Tim. I told you wrong. It's the Ming ammo stuff is what I'm using.
Oh yeah, I like that. That's what I use.
I still think it's a little thick, but maybe it's the first time I'm using it, so it could be a applicator issue, not a product issue. The bare metal foil though is so thin that if you try to contour it, sometimes it'll split on you.
I refuse to use bare metal foil anymore.
Really?
You get a good piece, you get a bad piece. You get a good piece, sometimes it's sticks, the don't. I'm all set. The stuff used to be great, and then I don't know what happened, but it's gone downhill, and I won't use it. All I do is
I know how you feel,
with it.
Tim. I've been burnt by it myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm actually working off of a good sheet right now.
Yeah.
But I bought 10 sheets at what was the first NNL after COVID? That was 22 or 23?
23, I think.
Okay. I bought 10 sheets at that show.
Yeah.
And I've had 3 or 4 good sheets, 2 bad sheets. It's and like people are like, well, how are you going through it that quickly? If I get a bad sheet, I just throw it in the garbage.
Yeah. Exactly. And I've done
Just
that.
toss it. Yeah.
It
Sometimes
gives
I'll
one
eat
chance.
it. Sometimes I will literally like bite the sheet to punish it before I throw it in the garbage.
Yeah.
There's big problems here, folks.
But what if
Yeah.
the sheet
Big
likes it?
problems here.
Hulk smash and eat.
Yep. I've done it. I've chewed a bumper. I've done it.
You've done it?
Yeah.
I've
Bumper
only
wouldn't
had-
stick to the model. So
I've
I
only-
took out and started biting.
I've only had 2 models that have got me to that point, and neither one of them survived Herman.
Yes.
Darn.
Tim, how many parting lines have you found on this little body?
2?
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't, and they're by the back window, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I could find.
Yeah. I don't see anything else.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, there's
Yeah.
a tip I'd never heard of. Brian Connell says to refrigerate the bare metal foil to keep it from cracking. I had never heard that.
Yeah. I've heard that. The problem I have is that it stops sticking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
it wouldn't
if
stick.
you refrigerate it, the adhesive won't work. It's like, how are they going to screw you? Is it going to crack over a compound curve, or is it not going to stick?
Yeah.
It was like when I flew radio control planes. My club, we actually considered buying a sailboat because we live on an island. It's always windy, so we either couldn't fly. We couldn't fly the radio control planes because of the wind. So we figured, let's buy a sailboat. This way, the universe doesn't know how to screw us. Is it going to screw us by leaving us in the harbor, unable to leave because there's no wind, or it won't know what to do?
Yeah.
Whenever anybody talks about a sailboat, all I can think about is, I don't know what commercial it is, but it's the guys that they're sitting there drinking coffee and there's a storm rolling out and there's this guy leaving the port in his sailboat and they're like, we'll call Harbor Patrol right now. The guy on the sailboat's like, see you suckers, have fun on land.
I've got the BMF adhesive. I do use that when I.
Yeah, the adhesive helps, but there are times where then you're touching that inadvertently, you're getting it on. It just, everything about that process brings you to Hulk smash zone.
Jason, whenever I hear sailboat, I think of Mallrats. Sailboat, goddamn sailboat. Oh, it's a schooner.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
You can put evening, Dominic. Let me see.
What's up, Dominic?
Somebody needs to go to the doctor. I just
Why?
kissed the very top of that. Oh, Brian Connell says, I woke up, my pants were unbuttoned, and I'm bleeding. You need to go to the doctor.
That sounds like you also need to go to a therapist.
Oh, that was Jerky Boys, guys.
Oh, okay.
The guy
Oh,
is the
yeah.
Indian voice.
Oh, I
He
forgot
was
we
at
were
the
talking about
dentist.
Jerky Boys.
Teeth
I
hurting,
wake up
pants
and my
unbuttoned,
pants
too much
unbuttoned.
pain. Teeth hurting, pants unbuttoned, too much pain.
I haven't heard the Jerky Boys forever.
There was about a week straight. My daughter asked if we could keep putting the Jerky Boys on in the car. She was enjoying it.
Nice.
And what a perfect thing for a young lady to be listening to. Just ideal.
Right.
All aspects. All
Right.
aspects.
All aspects.
Better she find out about it while you're there than with somebody else, I reckon.
Exactly.
So out of me and Tim and Justin, what about you other two guys? You jumping into this group build this year?
I am, but I'm cheating. I'm pulling a mat and I'm finishing up the one that I started last year.
Fair enough.
You know how I roll. I'm gonna join it. I'll announce what I'm building and then build it in December.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Last year I made the deadline.
You did.
Yeah.
Yep. You sure did.
By the skin of my teeth.
Doesn't matter. You still made it.
If your teeth have skin, you need to brush more often.
Well, I failed epically last year. But try and try again, I shall.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Just keep trying. Never give up.
That's it. That is it.
All right. So
I'm thinking I've been doing far too many Mopars of late. So I'm probably going to do a Chevrolet.
ooh.
And it's probably going to be a 69 Camaro.
Oh, I'm digging it. With a floral top.
I might do a vinyl top. I don't know yet. I got to see if I could get small enough styrene to do it. Because like we talked about last week, the 69 Camaro has that little bit of between the window rail and the vinyl top. There's a little bit of the body color showing.
Yep.
So I got to get something really, really, really small.
Oh yeah, keep going. I'm almost there.
I know that
What the hell was that? What was Bob Ross beating the devil out of a brush? That's what it sounded like.
This is my brush cleaner. It's an old Gatorade bottle, a small one, and I just keep center in it.
Oh, okay.
So it's just tapping the sides. That's all. It's not big enough to do anything else. Just tap the sides.
I agree. I agree, Chet. There is no such thing as too many Mopars.
Agreed with that.
Brian, 020 might be a little bit too big.
Too girthy.
I might have to look for 0.010.
Oh.
I think I have it actually. I don't have anything organized, so like all of my styrene is in a box. It's just in a large box. And I have to go through it, and it's mixed with sheets, it's mixed with clear, acetate, it's mixed with all that crap. It all just gets thrown into a box. And then I wonder why I can't find anything.
Frank, do you have any colored acetate? Different colors?
No.
No.
And I'm going to have to, don't tell anybody, but for Father's Day this year, I'm giving myself a vacuum form machine.
Nice.
Yes. I asked myself, I said, Frank, what do you want for Father's Day? And I said, I think I want a vacuum form machine.
Self, I want a vacuum form machine.
I think that's what I want. I was going to go for the second 3D printer, but I don't have the room for a second 3D printer unless I start throwing people out of this house, which could happen.
Yeah. That's not out of the realm of possibility.
It's not outside the it's not outside the realm of possibility.
Not at all.
People, if the longer I have to buy my own Father's Day presents, the greater the risk of that happening.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
let me tell you.
So let me ask you this. If you're not a father, can you still have Father's Day?
Yep.
You got a puppy?
Sure, why not?
You got a cat, a puppy, anything?
That's it. Not even that. I'm a father to the world.
Oh my God.
I lend advice where it needs to be given. That's it.
Wow.
Yes.
I adopted a plant. There's a dandelion in a park. That's mine. That's my kid.
All right, just for the record, I am officially scared.
Scared?
Yeah, I'm scared.
I'm right there with you. I'm scared too. Frankie, the father of advice. That's great advice if you really want to tell somebody how to get lost.
I'm very scared.
Yeah.
Mikey, have you been working on your
Oh, I'm dangerously. Not my pro stock. I've been working on this dart, and I am dangerously close.
You see, you haven't watched my newest video, huh?
The one with probably not your newest. The last one I think I saw was the tractor.
Yeah, newest today. Released it today. Got quite a bit done on the pro stock, so you can't give me a hard time anymore.
I saw the chassis, a picture of the chassis that you posted up in VCG's their website.
Yeah.
But,
a true magician helped me accomplish that.
Oh yeah, what did Tim do this time?
Wow. They think very highly of you, Tim.
Yeah, I guess.
You said true magician. I've seen Tim's work. He's a true magician.
You're far from that. Must be because of my magic wand. Is that why I'm a true magician?
Oh boy, here we go.
Here we go.
I'll tell you the story. I'll tell you the story about it, but it's a short story.
Well, it's fitting because it's a short one.
Yeah, that's it.
Remember, there are ladies present.
That Ferrari is gonna be awesome.
I
keep wanting to call it Mom Spaghetti, but I know it's spaghetti and meatballs.
Why are we calling spaghetti meatballs, by the way?
Because I can't pronounce the real name.
Oh, okay.
Which again I thought was hilarious. I'm like, I'm not the only one in the model world that can't enunciate.
You can pronounce Ferrari.
I can pronounce Ferrari.
But not Scaglioletta?
That's the one.
Scoliosis. Is that what it is?
It's got scoliosis?
Say that again.
Let me see the box. Now, keep in mind that the extent of my Italianisha is because I've been married to an Italian girl from Brooklyn since 1999. Scaglietta.
Scalietta. All right, so this is the spaghetti meatball.
SCAG.
Lietti.
Oh, Scaglietti.
Scaglietti.
Okay, I get it, Jason. Spaghetti meatballs.
No,
exactly.
I'm going with that too because I'm not going to be able to say it either.
You know what drives me nuts, and I run into this a lot because there's a lot of Italian people here. They'll they'll correct you. No, they correct you if you don't say Italian words right. We're in America. Like that would be like me going to Italy and saying, "No, it's hamburger." Like, what would they do? They'd smack you around.
Yeah.
No, it's a mortadella. Shut up.
Justin, Shaggy was wondering what camera are you using?
What camera?
Yeah.
Yes.
My iPad.
Oh, it's the iPad. Okay.
Why does it follow you?
It's haunted. I don't know.
It does track him.
Yeah, it's I don't even remember what iPad it is. It's fairly new-ish within the last 2 model years, but it's just the one that comes in the thing.
Yeah, I think that's where Shaggy was going with that because he noticed it was following you, which is a bit creepy, realistically.
Yeah, well, remember when we first started this thing, it would track me, and you're like, "What the hell are you guys doing? Why is your shit moving?"
Yeah, it was zooming in on your pizza menu hanging on the side of your fridge.
It's got a mind of its own.
Let's do most things.
But does it always track your face? Like, could you make it
It
track
tries.
a different part? Could
Yeah,
it,
it
could
tries.
it make it track your hand?
It must be in the settings, Justin.
Yeah,
Because I'm using my iPad and it don't do that.
All right. All right, Justin, wiggle your ears. All right, now wiggle your right ear and tap the top of your head. Let's see how much of this shit we could get him to do.
It's gonna still track me. Watch.
Yeah.
Put your right foot in, put your left foot out.
Fucking sketchy. That's all I got to say.
Wow.
Wow, that's 2 F-bombs.
Mr. Anti-Potty Mouth is suddenly dropping them left and right.
He said before the show started he wasn't feeling well, so.
I'm not feeling well. For anybody that cares, I threw
Something
my
wrong with your
back out
fingertip.
standing up this morning, so
You smash your hands on
You
something? Is
haven't
that why you're not
lived.
feeling well?
You haven't lived until you've thrown your back out farting.
no. I was told
I
this
said
morning
that
that
too this morning.
I was told this. Yeah, if you fart so hard you give yourself a headache, then yes. But I put my
I've done
socks
it.
on and then I stood up and threw my back out.
You put your
We're a
foot back on the
classy
floor,
crew.
right?
I put my foot down on the floor. They were both on the floor.
That's
Okay,
what
well,
I
I'm
like
just
the
making
most
sure.
about this. We're a real classy crew.
Yeah. I'll tell you a funny
Absolutely.
story. When me and my wife first moved in together back in the early 90s, we'd been living together in this little apartment for maybe a month. And I don't know what we had for dinner, but my stomach was nasty. And we're sleeping. It's like 2 a.m. And I farted so hard and so loud. She jumped up and goes, "Who's knocking at the back door?" Oh, it was so funny.
Oh yeah.
Tim was like, it wasn't me, but is that an option?
I can't. Right?
Typical guy. I was crying, laughing. I couldn't tell her what it was. I was laughing too hard.
And just because I can't control my F-bombs, I can't give you a hard time about telling that story.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
All right, Tim, I got these things figured out.
You do?
Yes,
Did you get him off the sprue?
I did. All right, you're going to have to lean in because
Make it
maybe
embiggen
Jason
yourself.
sat on balloons this morning. No, I didn't sit on balloons, Chet. Hold on. Okay, lean in real close like Frank normally does.
Yeah.
You've got to, where is it? You glue them to the body like so.
Oh, I see. I see.
And
Yeah.
then there's 2 little holes in the deck lid there and they on the other side.
Yeah.
Those fit on those pins that are on those 2 flat platforms.
Okay.
Those hold the hood up, and then you put the. What am I doing? Those hold the hood up, and then you put the prop rods in to hold it up like so.
Okay.
I got your prop rod right here.
So you managed to get them off the tree without breaking them.
Yeah.
Well, you get an attaboy just for that.
Yeah.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Raise hand. He's a good boy. Yeah. He's a good boy.
Here we go again.
It gets Tim every time when I do that.
Every time. Who's the good little model builder?
He's a good boy wearing his big boy pants.
Oh my God.
Too funny. Too funny.
Kind of makes me wonder what the hell I've missed the past couple of weeks.
A lot. A lot. Yeah, a lot.
A lot of nitrous. Mike had bottles delivered to our houses. Just
Funny stuff.
Ted from Rattle Can Shenanigans says throwing people out of the house to make room for 3D printers. I don't see a downside.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm with Ted.
in fact, maybe I'll go upstairs and tell them.
Oh, bring us with you. Can you bring us with you?
Yeah, I want to watch. I want to watch.
I don't want you guys to witness an assault on me.
I was going to say.
Oof. Billy says, Tim. Billy says, the real fart knocker, Tim.
I can hear him saying it.
Yes, I can too, with that radio voice.
Yeah.
The real fart knocker.
To this day, whenever I do that, she just looks at me and laughs. She goes, "Who's knocking at the door?"
So, Jason,
why she stayed with me all these years later, I have no idea.
Well, she liked when you knocked on the back door.
It's purely, it's got to be the comedy.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Okay.
No,
So
it's because you're handsome.
That's what it is.
I was severely jealous, especially after you recently posted up your picture of the MCV Products tractor puller.
Yeah.
You know what? I got
one of those.
I got one of them. Yeah, I got the one with the Allison's in it. I got that.
Yeah, nice.
That's my first one, and then I'm getting one with the jet motor in it.
I was very happy to find out that those fit in a standard model case too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they're really cool. They're so clean. Matthew does such great work. Really,
Matthew's stuff is beautiful.
I want that. I did some research thanks to my good friends over at the Insanity podcast during their Discord, and talked to some of those guys over there. And Mr. Justin turned me on to, because like I said, I was talking about getting the jet ones next, and he turned me on to a company. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's overseas somewhere.
Ukraine.
Res Kit in Ukraine. And they make those are big helicopter jets that are on there, and they make these. Their scale is 35th, but it looks like it's going to work out right for the track with the super detailed jet engines. So when I get the other one, I'm going to see if I can't get those jet engines on it to get a lot more detail out of them. The ones that Matt makes are really cool, but like you said, they're kind of. I don't want to use the word simple, but they're not, they're not super difficult to put together. Are you froze, Jason?
No, I'm just sitting here thinking, why don't you just build the damn model the way it comes? That way you might finish one.
That's true. That's what I'm going to do with that one. Is build it the way it comes. Yeah, I got that one right between the eyes.
Yeah, I lobbed that right at you, buddy. Only because I love you.
I know.
Fired.
I can feel the love. But you're not wrong. I can't even be mad at you. You're not wrong. What's up, Ted?
So the 35th scale is not going to look out of place on a 24th scale chassis, though?
Not the way.
It depends on what kind of engine it is.
It's a aircraft. It's a jet engine off of a helicopter.
And what scale?
It's 135th.
So to 125th, it could look like a it could look like the jet engine out of like a Pinto or a T-37 Tweed.
The whole motor's about that long. The whole motor's about that long, and looking at
there are jet engines that are this big.
Yeah, real.
The rat turbine on an airliner is.
Yeah, but are you going to put those on a tractor puller?
In scale. I'm talking about in scale. So something, in 135th scale could just be a much smaller tractor puller.
A smaller jet engine. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're going to put a jet engine on a tractor,
well, what are you thinking?
You're not going to put something at an F-16.
Yeah, why not? Think of the shit you could pull with that.
You wouldn't get very far. It would probably overheat and explode.
Right.
You blow up the... there'd be no way to vent you'd have to put it into afterburner, and then it would just melt everything. You better put that shit behind you.
Yeah, that's like Tim knocking on the back door.
That's it.
Afterburners and putting it behind him. Anyway.
Wow, Jason really did not feel good.
Ted from Ted's Cars and Guitars. What's up, buddy? Brian, where's the fun in that? I'm just trying to help the dude finish something. That's all.
He's not wrong. Chet, I am currently working on it, doing the last few decals. The tires and the chassis itself is 100 percentile ready to go.
You need to stop hanging out with the Canadians in the freaking Insanity Discord with your goddamn decals.
Decals. I've been doing that since before I knew you guys. I do that just because it's because it drives people nuts. That's why. But it'll be done. And speaking of which, I will have this done, and I believe next Sunday, Jason and I will have some updated news. But in the meantime,
Yeah, I'm already halfway done with the next year's build. So,
who all is working on their and what are in the chat? Who all is working on their Street Machine group build? Who's getting involved with that?
Yeah, would love to hear it. Would love to hear it.
What you chose? What you're going with? If you're like me and you're finishing last year's, thank God that Jason's a lovable, kind person and is like, yeah, whatever, just whatever works for you.
Just finish the damn thing.
Just finish the damn thing. Don't be buying tractors that you're going to buy extra $30 motors for.
I really can't give you too much of a hard time, Mike, because I got a plane sitting here that I was supposed to start working on like months ago.
Yeah, but you didn't start it though, so.
This is true. Haven't started it.
Well, the reason the Street Machine one didn't get built as quick as it should have is because it's 1/20th scale. It's bigger.
Right.
Oh, I see. Okay, makes sense.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Makes perfect sense.
For me.
All that matters.
This 2-piece decal can kiss my butt.
Kiss my butt. Kiss my grits.
Mel, kiss my grits.
You guys are showing your age there.
Yeah.
I think everybody from that, except for the son, Linda Lavin's son, I think everybody from that show has passed away.
I think so too. Yep.
That show really hit close to home because I don't guess any of y'all ever been to Rutland, Vermont, but there used to be a little truck stop diner just down the road from where I lived, and my mother worked there. And I swear to goodness, that place was very much like that show. It was a lot of fun as a kid to go in there and hear all the grown-ups talking, truck drivers talking, and it was like, yeah. And then somebody would be in there and be like, "Kiss my grits." Only it was the Northeast. They didn't say grits.
They said maple syrup.
Yeah, that's what it was. They said maple syrup. Maple syrup.
Kiss my maple syrup.
Sounds naughty.
I've never understood when you drop a pot on the floor that weighs, I don't know, nothing, how it ends up across the room.
I don't know how that happens either. Who's making grits? I want some. That's what Tiffany said.
Savory or sweet?
I
don't know. Never had any. That's just what Tiffany was saying. I'm stuck between a 55 210 and a 69 Nova for my Street Machine group build, David McGibbon says.
55.
Yeah, 55.
69 Nova.
Do the shoebox. But
what are you thinking about for the 69 Nova? Doing what to it?
Was that the Hungry Bear mic? No, it was a place called
Yeah. David, what are you thinking about the 69 Nova?
What was the name?
Hurry up!
Hurry up!
Good grief.
Wait.
Hey, Jason.
Hey, Tim.
Thanks for the help.
You guys.
Thanks for the help with that bonnet.
You're welcome.
It might be the Big Bear now, but I can't remember what it was back then. It was like the Rutland Diner or something. It's a truck stop.
Pro touring style.
Oh, okay. With an LSA? All right. Now you're talking.
I like that.
I do too.
But would you do the same thing to the 55 210?
Yeah, David. Would you?
Hurry up!
Jesus. We're sorry about Frank.
Me? I'm not the one cursing up a blue streak.
We'll give Jason a pass because he's on medication because he hurt his back.
I'm not really on medication. Well, technically,
He's
I am
in
on
medication.
medication.
Didn't you take something? You said this
No,
morning?
I put a patch on my back.
Oh, one of those I'm in a lot of pain patches?
The Shack
Yeah.
patch.
No, prescription grade.
Ah. The LeBron patch.
Yeah.
I don't know what that even means.
I'm really hoping that after the 17th, I won't ever have to worry about this again.
What happens on the 17th?
They go
He
in
goes
and
in for that frontal lobotomy.
The penile enlargement?
Hey, Britta.
yes, and I'm hoping the weight transfer offsets the muscles in my back.
What are you having? An ablation?
Yes, L3
What?
through 5.
You sunk my battleship. But what's the recovery time for that?
I'm taking 3 days off.
You're a trooper.
Yeah.
Look at you. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Yeah, you're a good boy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's funny shit. Doesn't get old.
Rob Atlas is doing a kit bash of a 78 Mustang and a Pinto hybrid.
Cool. That is definitely not something I ever would have thought of.
So is it a pint stang or a musto? What do you call it?
A pin stang.
I
Pint
just
stang.
saw a picture of that yesterday in Model Car Zone. Somebody
Yeah.
put the front
Yeah, I'm
clip
gonna
of
pass,
78
Brian.
Mustangs on a Pinto wagon, and it looked pretty cool.
When I was doing the clean out of this, that when I had the little auction thing going, they had some resin casted kits, and I can't remember the name of them now, but one of them was like a 69, 70, that late 60s, early 70s Mustang, but they had poured it in the form of a station wagon. And dude, that thing looked super cool. But I don't know whatever happened to it. I was going to buy it, but I don't know what happened to it.
Don't know what happened to it.
Yep, it got gone.
Somebody took it to go see Agatha.
I don't know. We tried to find them on the
Agatha, fuck
interwebs.
out of here.
It took me 30 minutes to find it on the interwebs, and then we couldn't find a price to put a value on them. I didn't want to give him $20 for it, and it'd be $200 worth of stuff, you know.
Oh,
Why do I hear classical music? Is that me, or am I having a stroke? Am I okay?
No, that's
Look at me.
some Mozart playing in my background.
Oh, okay.
Mozart.
I thought that was it. They're coming to get me.
I wouldn't
Right.
get Mozart.
I was trying to bring some class to the thing this week.
Good luck.
I'm right.
Yeah, you're gonna get a friggin' shut down for copyright infringement.
Yep.
I'm pretty
Wolfgang
sure Mozart
Amadeus
goes beyond
Mozart the 74th is going to sue us.
Exactly.
74.
Well, apparently he's still releasing music. I keep getting alerts that a musician I follow, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, has just released a new album. I'm like, what? What is he, Tupac?
Right.
Him and Tupac did a collab.
Oh,
He's
I'm
been
a little-
dead since the 1800s. And
I'm a
fucking
little disappointed, Tim, in the top. The removable top for this is not a cloth one.
make it a cloth one.
Textured paint.
No, actually make it a cloth one. Like use tissue with white glue or 2-part epoxy like they do tarps in the armor models.
Arter Rake just did a video on making a tarp. I saw that the diorama that he's talking about. It's really good. Irv Arter.
I just started watching some of his stuff. He seems to be nice. He does nice work.
He does very nice work.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
he does really nice work.
He seems to be a very nice guy on top of it.
He is. Very much so.
Tinman's Model Garage had a lumbar fusion in 2007. Ugh. I hope I don't get that far, to be honest with you.
What the?
Well, 2007 was years ago, so I think you're all right.
Is that?
What the? Sometimes you just gotta say what the. Oh, pain.
Well, I know
So
one
real-
thing. I know one thing, Jason. You won't backtalk Heather again now, will you?
No,
Right?
Echo, volume
Next time.
7.
the real sucky part is I gotta work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Take it easy, Shaggy.
See you, Shaggy.
That whole working thing's very overrated.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I
man.
would take tomorrow
Oh, yeah.
off, but I took Friday off.
Sounds like a good reason to take a 4-day weekend. Ow, my back.
Yeah, no joke.
Should go see Dr. Summeroff.
I wish. Believe me.
Don't we all?
Not unless I'm getting paid.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see that. Aren't you clever? B16, bingo, bingo. B16. What the fuck is B16?
I have just been going back and forth, trying to paint this freaking dashboard. We have officially entered Hulk Smash territory.
Oh, am I gonna get to see it?
That would be awesome.
I saw the
Nah,
little
these
green
things-
lights blinking above you.
These things are they're too far along. I can't.
It would be shameful, but I would watch. It's like a train wreck. It's like a train wreck.
I would. I'm right there with you. I would also watch.
I'll be watching it.
All right. Okay, so that's there.
You know, when these foreign manufactured model kits, why the hell do they call these little black things a poly cap? That go on the wheels.
When did they start?
No,
I believe because they're made of polyethylene.
Because
They're
they're
polyethylene.
They're poly plastics.
They're
Okay.
a polyvinyl plastic.
Okay, they just can't call it a little rubber thing.
Not
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure there's so many little rubber things in the world.
The next time Testa goes to Japan, tell him to wage an official complaint with Tamiya-san.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, how did that go, Frank?
He said he got the decals. I guess he's home.
Yeah, he's
He
home.
is home. He is
Yeah.
home. He didn't hear about that until he watched the podcast.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What the hell is Justin doing now?
blow drying. Blow drying.
He's
I'm
drying
force
his hair.
drying some primer.
Yeah,
That's
well,
a release.
we're muting you because it's annoying.
I thought he was drying his hair because it looks kind of out of control.
Try it.
Disheveled.
Justin, I only say that because I'm in the same group you're in.
In the same club?
Yeah.
Hair club, come in.
Yeah. Where the hell did my hair go, club?
The Rogaine with Minoxidil Club.
Oh, Jesus.
I took mine off, so my hair is in the trash can.
Jesus.
Jimmy Leadhead, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Jimmy.
Get a haircut and get a real job, right? How many times did I hear that when I was a kid?
Yeah.
Not enough.
Apparently, I got
And
the
now you're
haircut.
bald and you drive a bulldozer.
Yeah, I was gonna say now I don't have any hair nor a real job.
No, you got the closest thing to a real job that any of us have.
Yeah, after all these years, you're still playing in the dirt, Mike.
I know, right? I'm that. That's the reoccurring joke that after all these years, I'm still playing in the sandbox.
You're playing, yeah. You got the 1-to-1 scale freaking bulldozer you get to play with every day.
Dude, I would love to drive a bulldozer for. I wouldn't be worried about going to work tomorrow if I drove a bulldozer.
You're not allowed to drive it like over buildings and cars and stuff. That's
what the killdozer is for.
Nah, never mind then.
Remember that movie Killdozer? That movie was good.
That was
the real thing.
True story too. Yeah,
I remember when the guy did it.
Yep.
I was cheering him on.
Hell yeah, he was mad at the world.
Wasn't there also somebody that like went rogue in a tank?
Yep.
Yeah, he got hung up on a Jersey barrier, and that's how they ended up getting him.
Yeah, they popped the hatch. They popped the hatch and clipped him.
Yep.
Yeah, that's that happened before the Killdozer did. That's why he was like, he had cameras and they couldn't get into his.
He was gonna die in his. He knew that decision.
I want to say, didn't he weld his shut or something crazy like that?
Yeah, he created that thick armored steel plated cage, got in it, and then lowered the cage around the dozer. So he was not going to live.
Yeah, he knew it.
Wow.
I like his dedication.
That's what I was just gonna say. That is true dedication.
Well, he didn't have anything left.
No, he really didn't.
The town government fucked him.
Yeah, that's fucking awful.
He was done, that's for sure.
But on to something a little lighter. When you guys muted me, it's a figure painter's trick. I hope all of you guys get yourself a nice cheap hair dryer, have it hanging on the side of your bench.
I have one.
Quick drying things. It's fantastic.
I have a cheap hair dryer.
At your bench?
Close back there at that bench.
Well, there you go. So
yeah,
that's a figure painter's trick to help kick start some drying.
Oh, nice. Oh, Frank's got one too. His looks fancy though.
Mine was $11 on Amazon.
Mine's a Revlon.
Mine was free because I stole it from Heather.
So I went and bought one just for my use, and my wife and daughter use mine more than they do the one in the bathroom.
Oh Jesus! Thanks a lot, Ted. Actually, you're right, Ted. Oh no! Now I have to pick that up.
Last time you try to pick something up or bend over, you blew your back out. Be careful.
I know
what happens. There it goes.
There we go.
What? That a VCG hat?
I don't own a VCG hat. I wish I did.
I don't either. That's what I was looking at was your hat. I thought it was a VCG hat.
Ex-Overland.
Oh, okay. I was going through my junk the other day and sorting out through stuff. And I found 2 huge banners from the Summer Sizzler that we did at Windrock.
Yeah.
They're like 4x8 banners.
Yeah.
I'm like, why in the hell did I keep these? Are like one-time things, but maybe when I get my building outside, I'll hang them up. But
yeah,
I used them, paid like $200 for them, used them for one weekend. They've been rolled up and stuck in the corner. I'm like, I just might as well throw them out and be done with it.
So I got a question for you, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you get an autographed poster from Marvin for me?
I did.
Okay.
Yep. The latest 24 hours to hell and back.
Yeah.
Marvin signed it for me at Jeep Beach. It's here. I haven't shipped it off yet, but it's here.
No, it's fine. I was just hoping that it didn't get lost because I placed an order for a couple of model kits and they just haven't. Where'd Tim go?
Uh-oh. You got it all rolled up nice and safe right here.
Nice. Anyways, yeah. Been expecting model kits in the mail way longer than I should be taking to get them.
That actually happened to me, but it was a little bit of a communication fault. Our good friend Matthew, there he is. Our good friend Matthew sent me a care package, i.e., that tractor. I ordered the tractor and he sent me the package, but he went by my old address and sent it to my shop. And then when it didn't show up, I'm like, that's not like Matthew at all. This stuff's usually, I mean, he's not that far from me, so his stuff's usually here in a couple days.
Yeah.
So I was talking to him yesterday, and he was like, it's not there yet. It says it arrived on the 27th. And I'm like, I know where it's at. So I called the guy that owns the shop now, used to be my lead mechanic.
Yeah.
So I called him up. He's like, yeah, I'm going to mow the grass there in the morning. So 9 o'clock in the morning, I was getting my box because, like I said, I ordered my tractor, and he sent me some goodies with it. And I got a bunch of little pieces, and I'm like, hell yeah. So we got the address thing squared away.
Well, the guy that I ordered from is less than reliable.
Where are you going?
So I'm not surprised, but
Uh-oh.
there's always a
Nice,
chance.
David. David McGibbon bought 2 new airbrushes. What kind did you get, David?
Oh, nice, David.
Gallery airbrushes this weekend. So
Which ones?
yeah, which one?
Hurry up!
Hurry up!
Come on, be on point.
Type faster.
Or command sprays or guns will UV light.
Oh,
Kick them off
you
real
guys
fast.
are
I didn't know that. So Jason is still paying for his hair dryer.
Yes, sir.
Oh man,
Hurry up! Oh,
I've got the 68 and the swallowtail of the gallery brushes. I got 2 of the
That's a
68.
nice one.
3 of them actually. I got the 0.5 and the 0.38. I had good luck with them so far.
They're quality airbrushes. Yesterday, somebody had posted on one of the groups. They were asking if it was a combination of an airbrush and compressor, like a diaphragm type compressor with no tank, for $60. Is it worth it? It's gonna work. How long a $60 compressor is gonna work is, you'll get $60 out of it, $60 worth out of it. But my thing that I was saying was, if you buy quality, which doesn't necessarily mean expensive, but if you buy quality tools and you're invested, then you're more likely to go through the process to overcome the frustrations, especially of airbrushing. Airbrushing, there's a learning curve involved. And if you're $20 in for the airbrush and $40 in for the compressor, or the 60, it's gonna start sputtering because you didn't mix the paint right, and you're gonna be like, screw this, and you're not gonna airbrush anymore. So all I was trying to say was, if you invest in quality materials and then try to learn first before, like if you do start trying to do things on the cheap, especially a major purchase like that, you're gonna get a little frustrated.
I'm gonna use.
And some guy just used my chin as a diving board and jumped down my throat, thinking that I was calling him cheap and stupid and all kinds of things. I was just like, you know what? Obviously, I am your intellect cannot be matched. So you win. Thank you for letting me off easily.
You might not get frustrated.
You
You might get frustrated with an expensive one anyway, but if you spent the money, you're not just going to go, fuck it, this is too hard.
Yeah.
But if you spend $60 and you get an airbrush and a compressor, you'd be like, well, it was only 60.
Au contraire, my friend. I have given up on some very expensive hobbies because they got frustrating.
All right, so you're less likely then, okay? Jesus.
I'm going to use the examples that I used when I had the one-to-one shop. People come up to me and be like, listen, I'm just getting started and I want to get a lift kit. I've looked at these rough country lift kits. I want to buy that and drive it for a little while. And then if I like it, I'll come back and get an upgraded kit.
Yeah.
So you want to buy something twice. Well, it's entry level. It still doesn't make any sense. You're gonna buy it and then turn around and buy another one. That doesn't. By the time you add up the math, you're gonna pay me twice to put it on. You're gonna buy two separate. It doesn't make any sense. And again, you don't have to buy the top of the line stuff, because this stuff does get expensive. But buy something that's gonna last. Buy something that's
Yeah.
If you don't have enough money, save up. Entry level and then buy it again. That's why people get frustrated, because they bought something, then they turn around and got to buy something else, and the same thing over and over and over again, and that gets annoying.
It's like wiping before you poop. It just don't make no sense.
Exactly. It just doesn't make any sense.
So, David, those are good choices for the airbrushes that you got. Those are really good choices. You're going to enjoy those. The 3-gallon portable compressor should be fine as long as you can dial down your operating pressure at the airbrush to say 5 to 7 psi at the lowest range. You'll be okay, because 5 to 7 psi is something that you would use for a really small detail brush in case you ever want to move to a smaller detail brush. But if you're going to be fine if you can get that down to an operating pressure of 15 for most things that you're going to use a model car building. So 15 psi is for the most part, because we don't necessarily, like in model cars, we won't necessarily build paint stuff with a 0.18 millimeter nozzle airbrush. That's the kind of airbrush you would use for like painting camouflage on a 1/72 scale or 1/144 scale airplane. By all means, get yourself one, because you're only going to be you once and you deserve it. So spend all the money on yourself that you can.
But Gallery has one. I bought the Mobius 0.18. It was $70.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because I didn't want to go and spend $500 on a Iwata
custom micron. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm an Iwata guy through and through, but
yeah,
I bought it for one single project that I had in mind, and I didn't want to spend that kind of money just for that one project. Now, I use this freaking Mobius 0.18 like a freaking workhorse. So maybe I could have spent the $500 for the freaking.
I had a custom micron. I used it 5 or 6 times, and then I got afraid of damaging it, because the needle and nozzle package replacement, like if you just brush that needle against something, it's destroyed. And the needle's $40, and you're going to destroy the nozzle getting the needle out of it. So there's $85.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, I gifted that to somebody who would do better work than it that I ever could.
Yeah.
But I do have 2 GSI Krios 0.18. They at half the price, similar quality. And what's funny is GSI Krios and most Iwata airbrushes, their internal parts like the nozzle, the needle, stuff like that, they're interchangeable.
It's like back in the day with computers
and everything,
like the IBM compatible.
Yeah. Yeah. Most airbrushes are what are known as like Iwata style. So your Neos, your Sparmax, GSI Krios, they're and Iwata, they're all made by a company called Olympus.
And I think Tamiya's airbrushes are the same as well.
Yes. Yeah. Parts are interchangeable. So whatever, if you have one of those types of airbrushes, you could get your parts from Spray Gunner off of a GSI Krios, and they will bolt right on. Whereas with a galleries are different. The parts aren't interchangeable with an Iwata, but at the price point, Gallery is a fantastic buy.
And their parts are inexpensive too. If you go buy parts later on, their parts are inexpensive as well.
Yeah. For what you're paying for a Gallery airbrush, you're getting a lot. You're getting a lot for it.
I actually picked up one of their swallowtails too.
Yeah, that's a nice brush.
Yeah, it's a nice brush. Which one do I have? I have the A series 98D.
Okay.
It comes with a 0.38 and a 0.5.
Okay.
So
I
still use a GSI Krios 0.3 millimeter for just about everything.
Okay. This one came with a 0.3, a 0.5, and a 0.7, and the fan tip.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So,
that's
like
the swallowtail. The 7 is really good if you end up getting some paints that have a little bit of a heavier metal flake in it. Some of them that aren't really scaled down enough.
Or if you're
7, man.
Spraying some of the thicker primers, like right now I have it in Rattle Can, but Mr. Surfacer 500.
Yeah,
that's a thicker primer.
It is.
You'll need something bigger than a 0.3 to spray that.
Yep. Yeah, the 0.38 that I got, the gallery one that I got, if I grab the wrong brush, that's why I got them labeled now. If I grab the wrong brush and run one of those house colored metallics through it, you don't get nothing painted before it plugs up.
We'll be seeing you post on the Lucas C group.
Yep.
What are you wrong?
What's wrong? I've done it for 30 years and never had a problem.
Until today.
But see, I can't tell that lie. I can't say, I finished second here, first there, won all these awards because you bastards know better. And you'd be told on me, like, he's lying. He's straight up lying. He ain't never won a damn thing in his life.
I would do that anyway, whether you did or not.
Oh, so
buttons,
right
on your shirt. Here we go.
Hey,
let these hood pins dry. Let the little bit of the Molotov dry around the window, and a couple coats of clear, sand, polish, install the glass, and the dart is done.
Dude, you sound like you're at least 2 weeks away.
At least 2 weeks away, at least. No, sir, I get done here tonight. I got to go feed my mother. She fell down and broke her arm and can't get around, so I got to go feed her. When I get back, I'll be putting the clear coat on it.
That's no good.
Yeah, she's 81, and she just, it happens. She just turned 81, day before yesterday.
Wow, what a birthday present, huh?
Right? And guess who didn't call her on her birthday? This guy.
Nice, real nice.
I know, I completely forgot about it. Working. Mm-hmm. But it's funny.
Irene Bender's Garage. Hello, everybody.
That's Chuck.
Hello, Irene Bender's Garage.
Chuck lives up there by you. He lives in New York, but he's not too far from you.
He isn't. Then he's not by me. He's by Frank.
Well, no, not New York City, New York State.
He's by Frank.
Maybe closer to Frank.
He's not close to us.
No.
You got to go on the other. You just got you got half of you, and then, well, actually 3/4 of the New Hampshire, all of them out part of New York. You're there, boom.
I'm not near anything.
I'm 20 minutes out of Boston, and Jason is 2 hours from me. So no, he's not close. Yeah. That doesn't make it a bad thing. I'm just saying he's not close.
Well, see there, if I knew you back when I came up to visit Jason, I could have stopped by and seen you, Tim. We landed in Boston, rented a Jeep from there, rented something from there.
Yeah.
What did you rent from there? Because you showed up here in a Nissan.
No, when Stephanie and I went up, I rented a Jeep, and then when I came up to see you, that was the rental car. The Nissan was the rental car.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because that's the one, you remember I was telling you about. I landed in Albany, and because I wasn't flying back, they wouldn't let me take the vehicle, the rental.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And then I had to get because I used Expedia, and I had to get my money refunded back from them, which took like 8 months.
8 months?
Yeah.
Not cool.
Not cool at all. That's why I don't use Expedia anymore. And dude, you know what? We're like a couple weeks away from, this month away from that being a year ago. Because it was 4th of July when I was up there.
Yeah, that's crazy. Time flies when you're having fun.
I know, right?
TJ's modeling bench. Just checking in. I'm getting my USAC dart finished as well today. Nice.
Woo,
nice.
Good job, TJ. John Hennon, yeehaw! It's a great day in paradise. Every day is a great day in paradise. As long as you're still pumping air, you're doing fine. David McGibbon says he's 30 minutes north of Boston, and he's a Jeep guy. He was talking about his guns and Jeeps and different hobbies, and that his model hobby was his cheapest one. That's why I gave up the Jeeps, David. This hobby is much cheaper. And I can have Jeeps, I can have hot rods, I can have Mopars, I can have classics. I can have them all. Race
You're
cars.
also lying. You haven't given up the Jeeps because how many Jeeps do you currently own?
3.
Thank you.
Guns was the only hobby I ever got out of where I actually made money leaving.
Yeah.
Because I collected Smith & Wesson, and I tripled my money.
Yeah.
Tripled my money. Because I had access to, like, you know, out here, there's a lot of retired NYPD cops. So if you could get a gun that you knew was carried by an NYPD officer, guys in other parts of the country would snatch them up.
Yeah.
Pay huge money for them. And they were dumping them for like $150.
Wow.
I turn around and sell them for $600. Yeah.
Jesus.
That was a long time ago.
In a land far, far away.
Far, far away.
Yep.
TJ's also working on his Street Machine group build video to come this evening.
Sweet.
Very cool.
Nice.
I have to say that I'm very thankful for the way that this group build has taken off. I didn't think that there'd be that many people that jumped in, but
I was seeing that. How many people you got so far?
I lost count.
Over 100?
At least 150,000 people.
At least.
Something like that.
150,000.
150,000 easily.
Easily.
You got to pump up the numbers. Just make it sound.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And the people are like,
sure.
really? 150 grand? Let's go check that out.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta be
Next thing you know, you got 15 new subscribers. Even though I should be doing what I'm doing now for the Chargers, I'm only doing for the green. Even though like this console is going to be on both of them and the same colors, I should be doing them at the same time. But I don't know if I've mentioned this. I'm stupid. So I'm going to do this and then do it again in a couple of weeks when I'm on to the blue one, because I'm doing the green 68 Charger first.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to do the blue one that has the mod top on it.
Nice.
What's that you say? You're putting a mod top on a Charger?
Yes. Why not put one on
Dude.
a AMC? It was available.
I'm telling you, put one on a 69 Camaro. Perfect 70s style Street Machine would have a floral top on something like that. You know it.
You know what I could do? Since you could get houndstooth inserts for the seats on a 69 Camaro, maybe I can make houndstooth vinyl top.
Oh, that would be cool.
That's an idea.
I can already hear the emails coming into my email account.
You know what my answer to that is? If you want, build it the way you want.
Well, you making decals? Can you print them for me too? Who are you? Salute.
You're never going to let me live that down, are you, Brady?
Not you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about people I don't know, never seen before, never interacted with. Just come out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's a strange time we live in. People think that they have the ability to do that.
You didn't use the engines from the 68 Dart. Can I have them? No. You're not using it. Yeah, I'm not using my liver either. You know, not like I used to.
Right. I used to wake up every morning with my liver lying next to me crying. Now I wake up
Yeah.
every morning and my liver's looking at me. You sexy son of a gun, get up out of bed. Let's go to work. Thank you for not
buddy.
Not for polluting me last night like you used to.
My liver I'd wake up and I'd look in the mirror and I'd go, was that really necessary? Was that really necessary? The entire night, the entire evening.
Yeah.
It's completely and totally unnecessary.
Yes.
This is uncalled for. This is 100% uncalled for.
I'd be walking down Myrtle Avenue in Ridgewood, about 24, 25, younger, 22, 23 years old. People would walk up to me. They'd go, wow, Frank, you were messed up on Saturday. I'd look them right in the face. I'd go, who are you?
Guilty.
Do I owe you money?
Do I owe you money?
Did I get your cat pregnant?
Whoa. Yeah, look at Justin. I'm right there with you, buddy. What?
You heard me.
That got weird.
I know. I definitely heard you. That's why I said, what?
You heard what I said.
You heard. So you have been avidly face buried in whatever you're doing, Tim. What are you working on right this second?
I'm trying to figure out how this carburetor goes on this little engine. You know, the aftermarket ones we bought?
Yeah.
So it's got the little carburetor with the two pipes on. I don't know where the hell it goes.
Okay.
When you figure it out, let Jason know.
Yeah, I was going to say, I figured out the hood. You figured out the carburetors. We'll be a good team.
Yeah. But the kit doesn't even come with carburetors, so that's what's got me baffled.
Yeah.
Oh, I know where it goes, I think.
That Ukrainian company would benefit from giving better detailed instructions.
Yeah.
They probably do in Ukrainian.
Oh, dude, I see where the carburetor goes. Is that the carburetor?
Yeah.
On the very top.
Little top plaid seats. Hey,
The old top-mounted carburetor, eh?
Did you see that, Frank? Rob Atlas says, Altus says, get a floral top with plaid seats.
How about a plaid top?
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone to plaid.
Good God, they've gone to plaid.
They've gone to ludicrous speed.
They passed the ridiculous, went right to ludicrous.
We ain't found shit.
I love that movie.
That's the best part of that movie right there.
Oh, I love that movie.
Adorable.
I'm half man, half dog. I'm a mog. I'm my own best friend.
My own best friend. I miss John Candy so much.
I know it. All right, what in the actual F? That is.
Really, Jason, at this point?
Right? There's always room for redemption, my friend.
That's it.
As long as I try, that's all that matters.
Medicine must be wearing off.
Must be. When does the next USAC build start or the
October.
under 1,000 subscribers build start? You got me on both. No clue, guy. Sorry.
USAC is usually October.
Yeah.
Is it October? I can never remember.
Or it starts they announce it maybe September 15th. And maybe
see, that's what
starts
confuses
October
me.
1st.
They announce it like a month before it starts.
Yeah, then they announce 2 weeks before it starts what kit they're going to use.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's the old USAC.
Everything was fine till those meddling kids showed up.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Who's got a fucking transformer in the room?
Yeah. Right. All right. You got is that you, Mike?
Yeah, it is me. Yeah.
Where are you, you bastard?
You son of a bitch.
Mute. Okay, so that is on the top, Tim. How the heck does the thing work, though? Now you got me thinking. That ain't good, because the
Wow.
smoke alarm's going to go off.
Wow, that takes an act of Congress.
I know.
See, I'm too old to start thinking at this age.
Yeah. Might start now.
Hey, Jason,
Hey, Tim.
you still got that website up on your phone?
Negatory, but I can pretty quickly.
I want to see where the stupid carburetor goes.
Jeez. All right, hold the phone. Hold on.
No, you hold the phone.
No. I thought you said I'm okay, Spider.
Oh, Brian saved the day. Ish.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See? All right,
Yeah.
hold on.
Courageous cat.
Thank you, Brian.
Thanks, Brian.
I'm gonna send that to Tim right now. Possibly. If I can find him. There he is.
I'm right here.
Where'd he go?
I'm right
Over
here.
now.
Oh, there he is again.
I've never left.
Picture incoming.
Jason just sent me a photo.
That's what I said.
If it's a severed head, I'll be very upset.
Why? Because he didn't send you one?
Oh, I see. Nice. But the way this valve cover is designed on the kit, it doesn't fit in there worth a crap.
So, great. So I'm glad to hear that I possibly wasted money.
Why?
Because if it doesn't fit for crap, I'm not going to want to use it.
Yeah, you gotta be a model builder.
Oh, crap. Really? I'm out.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Wow.
I can't.
Friggin' went there.
Not me.
Wow. Are you
I'm sorry.
are you an assembler or are you a modeler?
According to one of my teachers in high school, I'm just another pimple on the ass of progress.
Ain't that the truth?
Way to be supportive, Frank.
What?
I said, way to
I
be
said that out loud? I'm so sorry. I said that out loud?
What?
I thought that was my inside voice.
Yeah. Good thing I love you, Frank.
I love you so much, Tim. Tim, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Are you a good boy? Who's a good pimple on the ass of society? Who? Is he you? Yeah.
Holy cow.
The past several months, we thought for a while we had 3 litters of kittens in our backyard. Then we thought they were all dead. Now we come to find out, no, there's like a plethora of kittens.
Okay.
They've just been hiding them from us.
Okay.
Yeah. One of the mothers abandoned. So we took it because it wasn't weaned yet. We brought it to a rescue. And we've since been updated that they had a mother who was nursing. And that mother took that kitten in. So that one's cool.
Mother.
And then the other kittens are fine. Everybody's cool. So now we got to start trapping cats and getting them spayed and neutered. Because we can't bring them inside. These cats would be living in my house right now, but I get anaphylactic shock from cats. I do. I'm deathly allergic to. I like them. I think they're cool. It's just I can't go near them. I can't even pet them.
You probably couldn't drive by my house then.
There's the cat at Jason's house.
And what's weird is because they're cats, it's like they know that I can't be, because like they want to be near me. Like, come here, fatty. Let me watch your face blow up.
Jesus, so aggressive.
I know, right? Good Lord.
By the way, in case thoughts who haven't heard this, is Aries Snaggy a new channel based on anything but cars. The other channel will be car oriented only. Okay, cool.
Hey, Jason.
Hey, what?
Who sent that picture?
Hey,
Brian.
Macarena.
Brian from Hobby Emporium?
Yes.
Oh. Well, thanks, Brian.
You didn't hear me. No, I said that earlier, so it's okay.
You said Brian, but I didn't know what Brian you were talking about.
How many Brians are there?
All of them.
As many as name that. As many guys as name Brian. That's how many.
Words.
Who's a good Brian?
Who's a good Brian?
Who's a good Brian? Who's the best Brian?
Brian is actually a very nice guy.
He is.
Obviously, he's sending you guys pictures, bailing you out left and right.
You want to talk about bailing me out? He just sent
you guys
two more.
You guys are just buying detail sets willy-nilly or out of Eastern Europe, not even knowing where to put the shit.
Dude, he just sent me a picture with the hood things on it too.
Oh, look at that!
Who's the best Brian?
He's the best Brian. He's got his best Brian pants on.
Jesus, I'm telling you, Brian is a plethora of knowledge.
He is.
He is.
I believe the proper term is font or fountain.
Well,
he's a font of knowledge.
Yeah, he's a good shit. Takes good care of us.
There you go. He's a good cat.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he runs our local hobby store.
He's a good shit in the long run, but who likes long running shit?
He runs our local hobby store, so he takes good care of us.
Yeah, he was helping us out last week with some advice.
Yeah, dude. We can always count on Brian.
Yeah, he's always texting me, let me know when new kits are coming in. Do I want any? He'll put them aside for me and all kinds of stuff. He's a good guy.
By the way, in case thoughts who haven't heard this.
I can use this information.
Who's banging the pots and pans?
Jesus Christ, sensitive ears.
I already do.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Justin builds in his kitchen, so.
Dining room, get it right.
Yes, Dale, I can see that. So what time is it? 5:38. I have accomplished literal nothing in the past hour and a half.
Yeah, I got a little done.
Other than paint the steel around this console and on the gauges on the dashboard.
I haven't got a lot done because
I am not a good boy.
I am not a good boy.
I'm putting my hand down. I'm wearing my bad boy pants.
Jesus Christ.
I haven't got the lot done because I said to Jason, I've been in here every night for a week and a half, and I think I'm hobby roomed out.
Rob Alta says, I build in my kitchen, dining room, living room. Listen, I didn't mean to offend anybody other than Justin with that I build in my kitchen comment.
Yeah, Mr. Hobby Room with windows over there.
Right, the freaking
like an aristocrat.
The hands.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, you wait.
Yeah. If I have a fire, I can get out.
He paints with it out like an aristocrat. In my hobby room, I have my hobby room with windows in it. And a very scenic visage.
It is very scenic. It looks right out across the front lawn.
Michael,
the road.
Brian, honey, be it here and fetch us a famo, would you? Would you be a darling and fetch us a famo for my winter build? You're a delight. Thank you. Tim Honey, the fat
Holy
peasant
shit.
from down south is mouthing off again. See that he gets thrashed.
Holy. Yeah, I've got a nice.
God.
There's a nice potted plant outside this window with a bird feeder on it.
Yes, a veritable rhododendron.
Veritable.
Oh, that hurts.
Really does. Oh,
That hurts, but that's funny.
We are not amused.
no, we are not amused.
We are.
Oh, hey, Jeff Lawless just popped in.
What's up, Jeff?
What's up, Jeff?
Welcome to the
Jungle?
welcome
We
to
can't
the-
say welcome to the insanity. That's taken.
That's it. Welcome to the shenanigans.
That's also taken. You're going to make Ted mad if you say that.
Oh, that's right. It's
You say that's even borderline, isn't it?
Welcome to the Good Little Builders.
Welcome to
Who's a
the
good little builder?
Who's a good little builder who makes his mottos on a Sunday afternoon. Oh, you raise hand. Raise hand.
Jeff Wallace, what's up, buddy? My bearded
Such a
brother.
good boy.
Frank, do we
What?
have good little viewers watching us too? Is that what it
Oh,
is?
we do. We have the best. All of you, raise hand. Raise, I see you.
Who's the
I
best
see
little
you.
viewer?
We have the best chatters in the world. Yes, we do.
The best chatters.
Oh my!
The best part is that Jason's all hopped up on goofball right now.
Yeah.
And all I did was put a nickel in him. That's it.
I
He's
don't
done.
understand. I don't know what's funnier, you or Tim laughing.
He's not laughing anymore. He's full on crying. Look at it.
It looked like a tomato. We're not even smoking weed.
Damn it, Frank! You just cost me a damn control panel.
We all got the giggle. We all got the giggle shit.
Found it.
Who's a good little finder?
That's me. That's me. I'm a good little finder. Carpet monster like to get my.
Oh no! You took it away from the carpet monster.
I did.
Oh, you took it away. Could you imagine just in the middle, just out of nowhere? Oh, look, here's a modeling thing. I can watch these guys build models in real time. And then it's this idiot.
We're never watching a model channel again.
Exactly. Maybe I can take up crochet.
Who's a good little knitter?
Who knows how to macrame?
A good knitter that's a dangerous one. That's a crocheter. My wife just yelled out, "Aren't they called hookers?"
I guess technically.
That's the
Oh,
crochet.
God.
The crocheters are the hookers.
Okay, we missed something. Brian's answering questions for us. We're failing. We're failing.
What did we miss?
Somebody asked something because Brian says, John, Justin is taking the 2001 Chevy. Okay, I'm just going to do this as easier. So there's the answer to a missing question.
Oh, somebody asked. There you go. It was grafting an Escalade front clip. Ron Kuhn says we all look like we're sharing special brownies.
Yeah.
I see. I can't even find that. I'm so screwed.
Think, I mean,
oh, there it is.
It's down to the bottom.
Yeah, I have a funny feeling I'm going to get drug tested when I go to work tomorrow. Mr. Steffens, come with us. You have to take this cup into the bathroom, and we're watching.
We saw your live last night.
Yeah, right. We saw you live last night.
Who's a good?
John. Okay, so John. I got to find John. John Hennon. He's the one that asked the question, supposedly. Oh, John. Scrolling.
Keep the channel scrolling.
Justin, what are you working on? Okay, that was a simple question. I probably could have deduced that from the answer, but anyway.
I am working on the Street Machine group build. I am, as stated, putting a Cadillac Escalade front end on a Chevy Silverado. It's a 99 Silverado kit. Let's see.
Who's a mashed up early 2000s pickup truck? Oh.
with an 05 Caddy Escalade front end, and I'm gonna do it up in a like a 2000s, early 2000s street truck, paint job and whatnot.
Nice.
That is going to be cool.
Is anywhere else in the country called Cadillacs Cad-Dos, or is that just Brooklyn?
It must be just Brooklyn. I've never heard that.
Cad-Do.
Yeah.
This is the reason I watch this every Sunday. Steve Foxby says this is the reason I watch this every Sunday. Hey, you never really know what you're going to get. Hey, but listen.
Like a box of chocolates and shit.
Right? At least I'm not getting picked on about the Pacer thing, so that's good.
Mike, there's something I could be picking on you about right now, and I haven't.
I know.
I'm going to have to insist that I get a written thank you card in the mail.
A written thank you card in the mail.
Maybe with a Hershey's bar. A miniature will do.
Yeah. Just a miniature, right?
Just a
fun size.
As long as one of those 3D printed things don't show up in my mailbox, we're good.
I promise you nothing.
Right.
Frank, you're going to get a thank you card and say, who's a good little co-host?
Who's just old and sniffing? That's me. Did you get a Pacer done? No, John, I didn't get a Pacer done. I'm on the AMC livecast a couple weeks ago. We were talking about doing a Pacer, and I'm doing a Pacer for the Pro Stock Every Effing thing for Josh Reese and Chris. And, of course, I'm building the Pacer for the Scale Model Car podcast rally car build. So they wanted me to get a trailer and put the Pro Stock Pacer behind the rally car Pacer. And I think they wanted to call it something like White Trash Racing, which I thought was good.
Should call it Pace Yourself.
There you go. Proper ventilation is very good. That's something Frankie suffers from. That's why he's jealous of Jason's windows.
Yeah.
Michael.
Sure.
Andre Bezrodny just released a file. 1969 Rambler station wagon.
I saw it, and it looks outstanding.
I got it.
You got it already, dude?
I got it before he even announced it. Like, he puts it on Cults 3D before he even puts it on his Facebook page.
Damn.
And I'm there like a
vulture,
like a bear trap.
Nice.
Catching him up.
But the Rambler wagon would be really cool, man. You could do all kinds of stuff with that. Or just like Jason says, build it out of the box so you get one done.
That's why I'm giving myself a vacuum form machine for Father's Day.
You were supposed
because
to tell
that's
me
the last.
You were supposed to tell me which one you were getting because I was looking at them as well.
I don't know yet. I have to discuss with myself what I should get myself for Father's Day.
Okay,
that ought to be a real interesting conversation.
Right.
Oh, they all are.
Yeah.
All the conversations I have with myself are usually pretty heated.
You use your left hand or your right hand for that?
Because that's the last frontier for 3D printing. Once we can get the glass figured out, not even like the headlights. The headlights are figured out. I can print that in clear resin. That's not a big deal. And then cover it. I could even tint. Hold on a second. Everybody, hold your jets.
Cool your jets.
Cool your jets, Turbo. So Splash just came out with 2K clear red and 2K clear yellow. So I could print out clear resin stuff and then paint the taillights the 2K clear red and then make, amber out of the yellow and a little bit of red and stuff like that. But as far as like the windshields and the vent windows and the backlights and stuff like that, that's the hardest part. And you can't you can use the bucks that they give you in the files as a template to cut it out, to cut sheet plastic out. You could even, I guess, use soda bottles to get the curve. But nothing would be ideally, we would get optical quality 3D printed stuff, but that's several years down the line. So once I get the vacuum forming machine and I figure that out while burning 17 layers off of my body, then I could start building these Andre Bezrodny kits I have infesting my basement. But somebody who's a very good boy might be getting his AMX soon.
No.
He's just looking at his phone.
I am, but I heard you'll be getting my AMX soon. I've been looking.
I just finished printing them last night. If you want, well, I'll send them to you. I'll send it to you, and then when I get the vacuum form machine, I'll figure out how to do I'll figure out how to use the vacuum form machine while making the AMX windows.
That works. Brian says that he has the blue hammer tone one that Micro Mark and Amazon sell.
Is it like 130?
I don't know.
Brian? Do it, Ted. It's an excellent kit. The kit itself prints really, really nice. The only thing I find, and it's probably the way I have my printer set up, I typically have to print Andre Bezrodny's wheels at 98% scale of the way he offers them in 1/25th scale in order to get them to fit. And that's a calibration issue with the way that I have my resin calibrated. But the body itself prints wonderfully with the hood. It's really nice. Nice body. It's got the script on the sail panel over here. The hood, and again, this is probably a resin calibration. Like if I have my resin calibrated to 2.325 seconds at a 0.020 millimeter layer height for an exposure of 2.325 seconds. I actually wanted to print at 2 microns, and I had to figure out what the best, and I went, because my printer has a calibration feature where I can print multiple exposures at different exposure times. So I got it down. I nailed it down to between 2.3 and 2.4, and I got it where the best details, and you do it by actually measuring and using calipers, the best details came out, and the best results came out at 2.325. I would have went further, but that's how many decimal points you were allowed in the slicing program.
welcome, Ray and Frankie. That Brian said, yeah, the $130 one. Is it?
Yeah. Oh, good.
PETG plastic on Amazon.
Yeah. Yes. PETG.
Yeah, he's got them on Amazon,
Yeah,
but
I gotta
Brian's
look for
saying
that.
he's got them at his place.
It's
I've seen some stuff he's done with his. He does nice.
Mhm.
It works nice.
Yeah.
He showed us some stuff he's done with it.
Yep.
and 5" by 5" PETG sheets.
I'm sure if he's got the machine.
Am I correct?
probably-
Hurry up!
Calm down, Frank. We like the Eastern English.
hungry.
guy.
My wife's gonna be yelling down the stairs in a couple of minutes. She made
Yeah, you only got 5 more. You only got 5 more minutes, guys.
I am using Chitterbox, the free version. I bought the what do you call it? Because this computer that I use is kind of old, a little long in the tooth. I might ask Santa Claus for a new computer.
Hmm.
In which case, we're doing all kinds of upgrades, kids.
Justin, you gonna buy him a new computer?
No, I'm bad. Santa.
He's bad Santa.
Oh, he's bad Santa. That's right. Well, don't ask bad Santa because he ain't gonna give it to you.
Exactly.
Justin, I can't believe you got that nose on that already.
I actually already had it cut and mostly shaped.
Yeah, still.
Here we go. We're all doing it.
Yeah.
Who's the good Chevy modeler? You the
Hold
good
on.
Chevy
Good.
modeler.
Yeah. Now I don't.
Oh, there we go. Now it doesn't look so close.
Who's using some guide coat? Who? Are you
Right.
using guide coat like a good boy? Yeah, you're using
I
guide
am.
coat. Look, I see it.
It's almost like
Yeah.
it's almost like I've done this before.
Been doing it for
You're
30
killing
years.
me,
Never
Frank.
had a
You're killing
problem.
25 years.
25 years. Never had a problem.
Well, no, I've had problems.
I've had nothing but problems.
But I've also determined that I am like the auto body Vanilla Ice because when there's a problem, I solve it.
Wow. All right, I gotta go.
And on that
Yeah. Me too.
I gotta go. Take care. Brush your hair.
note, and on that note, we will go ahead and do our sign outs. Who wants to go first?
Word to
Who
your
wants
mother.
to get out of here first? You say?
Who's trying to escape from me the fastest?
Right?
I gotta go see Agatha.
I gotta go
Agatha,
feed my,
fuck out of here.
I gotta go feed my broken arm mom, so maybe I'll go first. Definitely want to say thank you to everybody in the chat. It was good seeing y'all. Hope you had as many laughs as we did. Hope you got some work done. I got a little bit of work done myself, but if you guys would be so kind as to give us a big old thumbs up.
Yes.
Helps with the algorithm a bunch. And if you don't find me here on Sundays between 4 and 6, you can find me at the Scale Model Outlaw on YouTube and Facebook. And Thursday nights, you can find me and my good friend Jason Klein and Bruce Scott on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. for the AMC livecast. I know I'm getting my Jasons mixed up, but
It's okay.
and want to give a big shout out to, oh no, wait, Justin's here. He can do that one, and you're here, so you can do the other one.
Mhm.
I'm out.
You done?
I'm done.
All right. I'll go next. Thanks for everything he said. Watching, tuning in, give a big thumbs up. Check out my YouTube channel. You're on it, so you must know about it. What else? Scale Model Car Podcast. We just dropped a new episode today. Go give that a listen. It's hilarious. We're
that's what they
super
all
funny.
say.
We might not be as funny as like these guys, but we're pretty funny. Check out my Facebook page. Jump into my Street Machine Group build. What else? I think that's it. See you next Sunday.
See you next Sunday. Justin?
Hey, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Hey.
Even if at one point you were like, what in the hell is happening right now?
At
That's
one
all
point?
right, because that's where the fun comes in. Make sure you check out the Modeling Insanity podcast, because I would be remiss if I did not say that. I'm not even sure what exactly that means, but I've heard it used before, so I used it again. Because I'm a good little vocabulary user. And we'll see you next week.
Frankie?
Go ahead, Tim.
No, go ahead.
All right. I'm Frank's Model Works on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram Threads, Facebook. Don't listen to when any of those people said they're not thankful that you're in the chat. They don't care. Don't listen to a word they say.
Wow.
And just one last thing. If I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window. So keep the shades up. All right. Take care. Mwah!
God damn.
All right, everybody. Good night. Thank you all for tuning in, watching our comedy hour. It was an emotional day at best, and we'll see you all next Sunday. If you want to see any of my builds, Tim's Model Shop on Instagram.
And you can also see a full-size, life-size version of Tim standing up in that tie-dye T-shirt, which is just amazing.
That's it. Yeah.
Wow.
And an L19.
That's it.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Y'all be good at it, and be kind to each other. And as always, keep modeling on. Here's your big old thumbs up. We're out. Y'all be good.
We even accept the regular size thumbs up.
We do.
Yeah,
right?
we will. We'll take a small, listen, even small thumbs ups, just the little ones like this, we're good.
They're all gone, folks. They left. They're not answering anymore.
Damn.
They stopped typing.
See y'all next week.
See you guys.